Good evening, M-casters. Michaela here with Luigi and Lucky, the axanthic ball python. He's a pretty boy. And I just thought I'd talk about reptile keeping and self-doubt and things that, the average people always ask reptile keepers and hobbyists about, and, you kind of don't know how to answer. Like, a lot of things are questions about, why do you have that many reptiles? Like, why do you keep what you keep? And ew, snakes. A lot of times it's ew, snakes. I'm not coming to see you at your house. That's what the lady said at the grocery store today when I was at Kroger picking up salad and stuff for my for the salads for my reptiles. And of course, a lot of romaine for Sheldon. It's one of his favorites. But yeah, I think, and also it comes with, when you keep a lot of reptiles, it comes with self-doubt, because sometimes people make you feel like what you're doing is wrong, or what you're doing is crazy, or that, and you always will like doubt yourself, because I find that I try to do the best for all of my reptiles, and I make sure that they have clean enclosures, and that they're fed, and they have fresh water and food, and that they have the best size enclosure that I can provide for them at the moment. And I always make plans to upgrade every single one of them. And so every single one of them has some kind of plan in my brain in the future for something bigger and better. So yeah, there's always some kind of idea in my mind to make their lives better. And I've learned a lot through, I think I've been reptile keeping now for about 3 years. And I've learned a lot about, tips and tricks, getting education, especially from other reptile keepers and YouTubers in this hobby. And just doing a lot of studying and knowledge about the species that I keep. It's a little easier for me to pick up on a lot of that info, because I was a zookeeper in the past, and I've done animal rehab, and I've always been actively involved with animals, and just learning about them in general. I love educating myself on tons of different species, and yeah, just if I'm interested in it, I learn about it. So I think that's always drawn me to animals. And Luigi flying overhead. And I think that yeah, I always will have self-doubt, because I went on a trip to San Francisco last week, and I found a new reptile sitter, and I love her. In my head, I'm always making sure that I do the best deep cleaning before I go. Every enclosure I go rack by rack to clean it, strip it down, put fresh substrate. If they need new, whatever it is that they need, I make sure that, hey Lucky, I make sure that they have it, because I want to leave their enclosure spotless and in best condition as I can before I go. I have all the salads pre-made. I have bugs, and if there is anything that I run out of, I'm like, please let me know. I want to make sure I get it, and even still doing all that work and staying up as long as I did, and I was up late hours making sure that I didn't forget anything. And this plan was kind of a last minute planned trip, so I still felt like there was so much more that I could have done before I left. And then, you're a reptile keeper, so you have to still deal with, there's bugs, because guess what? You can't just spray around your house or spray in your house insecticides. You will kill your reptiles. So you have to deal with the occasional, well, in Texas, the occasional very large roach, fungus gnats, which can get crazy during the summertime because of all the heat and the humidity. They just thrive here. And then there's always those things that you're like, oh man, I really forgot to, I don't know, change the bedding out on my feeder mice before I left. Or, there's always going to be something in your mind that you're going to have this doubt that I could have done this better, or maybe, next time I can see that, I will do it this way instead, because we're always learning and we're always wanting to do what's best for our animals. And animal husbandry is something that I feel is an ongoing process. It's an ongoing learning cycle that I don't think you'll ever stop. And if you can pick up new information, better information on how to take care of your animals, then you should. You should always fact check. You should always not take the word of one person over another one just because you like that person better. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're right. Always do your research, double check before you own reptiles, and know about what keeping them means. This is just a passion of mine. I kind of like, I love this kind of blog style YouTube thing for you guys, similar to Kenan, because I love Kenan. He's one of my favorites, so shout out to Kenan. He's awesome. Watching his channel has been quite the, it has influenced me, especially in my monitor keeping and my turtle keeping. But yeah, just to I love doing this style blogging where I'm just open and honest with you guys. If you have questions, I know I'm a new YouTube YouTube channel host, I guess you could say, and I know I'm not young or spry or great with editing. I'm older, so I just do my best, and I'm going to continue to do more and learn how to get better quality videos for you guys. And yeah, everything is a learning process, so I'm just really excited to share what I know when I know it. And if I'm doing something, if I get it better at something, I'm going to share that too. And yeah, and just to share my pretty animals. Lucky, by the way, he's an axanthic, and he did come from Nerds, so he was gifted to me, and he's just a really beautiful snake, beautiful boy. And I will be breeding him when I have a female that's big enough and ready for him to produce. So lots of new adventures and lots of exciting things. And Luigi has now told me that my kids are home. So you guys have a great evening, M-Casters. Talk to you later. Good night.